Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, we learned one of the techniques used to solve cache stampede. That technique was request coalescing. Instead of allowing thousands of identical requests to perform the same expensive database query, the backend grouped them together. Only one request performed the work, every other request simply shared the same result. That protected the database. It removed duplicate work. Everything looked great. But, as backend engineers, we should always ask one more question. Can this system become even faster? Let's find out. Imagine, the cache has just expired. Now the first user opens the product page. What happens? The backend doesn't have fresh data anymore. So, it starts reading from the database. During that time, the first user is waiting. Now another user opens exactly the same page. Instead of creating another database query, request coalescing makes that user wait. Then a third user arrives. It also waits. Soon, thousands of users are waiting for that very first database query to finish. Yes, only one database query is executed, but nobody receives a response until that database query completes. Now think carefully. Is waiting really necessary? Can the backend respond immediately, even when the cache is already expired? Can users receive an instant response without permanently serving outdated data? The answer is yes. And that's exactly what we're going to learn today. The technique is called Stale While Revalidate. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how it works internally, why modern applications use it, and how it makes apps feel almost instant. Now we know the problem. Users are still waiting. But why does this happen? To answer that, let's become the backend. Imagine, you're building a backend service used by millions of users. Thousands of users open exactly the same product page. The cache entry for that page has just expired. Now one request arrives. As a backend engineer, you have two choices. The first choice, wait for the database, then return the latest data. Technically, that's the correct answer. But, is it the best user experience? Think about the apps you use every day. When you open YouTube, does the homepage wait for the latest database query? No. Instagram opens almost instantly. Facebook opens almost instantly. GitHub loads immediately. Even news websites appear almost instantly. Now ask yourself, do all these companies have magical databases? Of course not. Their databases also take time. So why do their applications still feel so fast? Because they don't always wait for perfectly fresh data. Sometimes, returning slightly older data immediately creates a much better experience than making every user wait for perfectly fresh data. That single idea is the foundation of Stale While Revalidate. The idea may still feel a little abstract. So, let's leave software for a minute and understand it with a real-world example. Imagine a restaurant. Every customer receives a printed menu as soon as they sit down. Now suppose the chef updates today's prices. Should the waiter stop every customer, walk into the kitchen, confirm every single price, then come back with the menu? Of course not. Every customer would keep waiting. Instead, the waiter immediately hands over the existing printed menu. The customer can start reading immediately. Meanwhile, someone quietly prints the updated menu in the background. The next customer receives the latest menu. Did you notice what happened? The current customer got an instant experience. The menu still became fresh, and nobody had to wait. That is exactly the idea behind Stale While Revalidate. Now the restaurant example is clear. Let's convert it into software, because the backend follows exactly the same idea. The customer is the user, the waiter is the backend, the printed menu is the cache. The chef is the database. Printing the updated menu is the background refresh. Now one thing becomes clear. The customer doesn't wait for the chef to finish updating the menu. In the same way, the user doesn't always wait for the database to finish. Instead, the backend immediately returns the data already available inside the cache, then it quietly refreshes the cache in the background. That is the complete idea behind Stale While Revalidate. But now another question appears. What exactly does stale mean? Stale doesn't mean wrong data. It simply means slightly old data. For example, suppose a product price was cached 5 minutes ago. The product is still available. The image is still the same. The description is still the same. Maybe. Only the price changed a few seconds ago. So, most of the information is still useful. Instead of making the user wait to receive the absolute latest version, the backend immediately returns this slightly older version, while it quietly starts fetching the latest data. So remember, stale does not mean invalid. It simply means not the newest version. Now, let's go inside the backend and watch the complete flow. Suppose a user opens product 101. The request reaches the backend, as always. The backend first checks the cache. This time, something is found. The product already exists inside the cache. But the backend also notices something else. This cache data has already expired. In a normal cache, the backend would ignore it, go to the database, wait for the latest data, then return the response. But SWR behaves differently. Instead of throwing the cache data away, the backend immediately returns it to the user. The user receives an instant response, no waiting, no loading, no database delay. But the backend is not finished yet. Immediately after sending the response, it starts another job, quietly, in the background. This background job now reads the latest version from the database. Notice something important. The user already has a response. The database query is no longer blocking the user. It is only updating the cache. That is the biggest difference between a normal cache and Stale While Revalidate. Now let's understand background refresh. Many beginners think the backend waits, then updates the cache. That is not what happens. The response is already sent. The user is already using the application. Only after that, the backend quietly starts refreshing the cache. Nobody sees this happening. Nobody waits for it. The backend fetches the latest data, replaces the old cache entry, and finishes. Now, the cache becomes fresh again. The next user will immediately receive the latest version without waiting. Did you notice? The first user received slightly older data. The second user receives fresh data, and almost nobody had to wait. That is the magic of Stale While Revalidate. Now we understand how SWR works, but one important question still remains. How does the backend know when to return the cache normally and when to start a background refresh? The answer is time. When data is stored inside the cache, the backend also stores some timing information. Let's take an example. Suppose fresh time is 5 minutes and stale time is another 5 minutes. Now let's see what happens. From 0 until 5 minutes, the data is inside the fresh window. During this period, the backend immediately returns the cache. Nothing else happens. Now, 5 minutes have passed, the fresh window is over, but the cache is still not thrown away. Instead, it enters the stale window. From 5 until 10 minutes, the backend still returns the cache immediately, but now it also starts a background refresh. Now suppose 10 minutes have also passed, the stale window is finished, now the cache becomes too old. At this point, the backend no longer trusts it. It ignores that cache completely, reads fresh data from the database, creates a brand new cache entry, and starts the entire cycle again. So remember, fresh window, return cache, stale window, return cache, and refresh it. Expired window, ignore cache, fetch everything again. Now that we understand the 3 cache states, let's see how developers implement this. As always, a request reaches the backend checks the cache. Now 3 situations can happen. Situation 1, nothing exists inside the cache. The backend has no cache data, so it reads the latest data from the database, stores it inside the cache, returns the response. The request finishes. Simple. Now let's look at situation 2. The cache already contains data. The backend checks. Is this cache still inside the fresh window? If the answer is yes, the backend immediately returns the cache data, no database query, no background refresh. Nothing else happens because the cache is still considered fresh. Now situation 3, the cache is no longer inside the fresh window. The backend now asks, is this cache still inside the stale window? If the answer is yes, the backend immediately returns the stale cache to the user. The user doesn't wait. Immediately after that, the backend starts a background refresh. The latest data is fetched from the database. The cache is updated. The next user will receive the fresh version. Now comes the final situation. The backend checks. Is the cache older than the stale window? If the answer is yes, the cache is considered completely expired. The backend ignores it. It reads fresh data from the database, creates a brand new cache entry, returns the latest response, and the lifecycle starts again. So the complete algorithm is simple. No cache, build new cache, fresh cache, return it. Stale cache, return it, and refresh it. Expired cache, ignore it, and build a new one. Now you may wonder, where is Stale While Revalidate actually useful? The answer is simple. Anywhere. Where users care more about speed than seeing the absolute latest data. For example, YouTube homepage. If one more video is uploaded, a few seconds later, most users won't even notice. Instagram feed. A new post appears every second. Showing a feed that's a few seconds old is completely acceptable. News websites. The latest headline may appear a few moments later. That's perfectly fine. E-commerce homepages, recommended products, trending products, popular categories. All of these can safely use SWR. Even documentation websites, blogs, and dashboards frequently use this technique because users prefer an instant response over waiting for perfectly fresh data. But not every system can use SWR. Think about a banking application. Suppose your actual account balance is 5,000 rupees, but the backend returns yesterday's cached balance. That would be dangerous. Now think about online payments, stock trading, flight seat availability, hospital records, OTP verification, order confirmation. In these systems, even a few seconds of outdated data can create serious problems. So remember, SWR is useful only when slightly older data is still acceptable. Now let's summarize what SWR gives us. The biggest benefit is speed. Users receive a response immediately, very little waiting, lower perceived latency, a much smoother user experience. The cache stays updated automatically. The database still receives only the background refresh. Instead of making every user wait, the backend quietly performs the expensive work, only when needed. That's why modern web applications feel so responsive, but every optimization comes with trade-offs. SWR is no exception. The first trade-off is slightly older data. The current user may briefly see an older version. The second trade-off is implementation complexity. The backend now has to manage fresh window, stale window, background refresh, and cache updates. That makes the implementation more complicated than a normal cache. So always remember, SWR improves speed, but speed always comes with additional complexity. A good backend engineer knows exactly when to use it and when not to. So today we learned one of the smartest caching techniques used in modern backend systems. Instead of making users wait for every cache refresh, the backend immediately returns the existing cache data. Then, it quietly refreshes the cache in the background. We understood the fresh window, the stale window, background refresh, pseudocode, real-world use cases, benefits, and trade-offs. Remember this one sentence: return now, refresh later. That is stale while revalidate. But now, another question appears. What happens when someone requests data that doesn't even exist? The cache is empty. The database also returns nothing. Now imagine, thousands of users keep requesting that same missing data. The database gets hammered again and again. This problem is called cache penetration. And that's exactly what we'll learn in the next video. If this video helped you understand Stale While Revalidate, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone learning backend development or system design. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, where we make another hard tech topic easy actually.